This is the Impact Wrestling Emergence 2023 full show results video, which takes place at Rebel Entertainment Center in Toronto, and the show started with some pre-show matches, and the first match happened between Mike Bailey versus Alan Angels, and the result of this match was Mike Bailey defeated Alan Angels by pinfall with the Ultima Weapon. The next match happened between the Good Hands versus Yuya Uemura and Joe Hendry, and the result of this match was Yuya Uemura and Joe Hendry defeated the Good Hands by pinfall. The main show started with an "In Memory of Wyndham Rotunda and Terry Funk" graphic appeared on screen, and Hannafan and Rewalt were shown at the ringside table, and Hannafan said that Impact Wrestling would like to pay honor to Rotunda and Funk. A 10-bell salute followed. The first match happened between Eric Young versus Diener, and it was a no disqualification match, and result of this match was Eric Young defeated Diener by pinfall when Eric Young picked Diener up in a fireman's carry, rams Diener into Khan, who was sitting on the top turnbuckle, and Young picks both of them up and hits a Death Valley driver on the board, then hits Diener with a piledriver for the win. Then Gia Miller interviewed Hendry and Yuya, and Hendry talked about the long road of him and Yuya teaming. Hendry wanted to ask Gia a question, but Yuya took the mic and had Gia say something in Japanese. Then we saw an 8-women tag team match between MK Ultra versus the SH Entourage versus the Death Dolls versus Jody Threat and Keelan King for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich won the match by pinfall to retain the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. Gia Miller interviewed Johnny Swinger, and she asked if he could win another title 20 years after his last one, and Swinger said he would show everyone what would happen when you aren't held back by Junior, Lanza, and others. He took off his glasses and got more serious, and he talked about his uncle Tony Parisi, who wrestled and gave everything for this sport, and he said he would win the title the right way. Then we saw a match between Kenny King versus Johnny Swinger for the Digital Media Championship, and during the match, Sheldon Jean made interference, and the referee banned him from ringside, and out of nowhere Heath attacked on Kenny, and Swinger almost won the match, but in the end, Kenny hits the Royal Flush, and won the match by pinfall to retain the Digital Media Championship. Post-match, Kenny and Sheldon Jean attacked on Johnny Swinger, and Tommy Dreamer and security guards came to stop them, and Kenny beat Dreamer too. Backstage promo from Josh Alexander, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kushida, and they told their opponents tonight there is nowhere to run, hide, or escape. The next match happened between Subculture versus the Rascals for the Impact World Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was the Rascals defeated Subculture by pinfall when Trey and Wentz hit Fireman's Carry Stomp, and became the new Impact World Tag Team Champions. Then we saw a back-to-school match between Frankie Kazarian versus Eddie Edwards, and the result of this match was Eddie Edwards defeated Frankie Kazarian by pinfall when Alicia showed up and screamed at Frankie for hitting her with a kendo stick. Frankie says it has nothing to do with her, and then Eddie attacks him from behind and gets the pin. Eddie yelled, "We are done." Eddie touched the chair again, and he and Alicia kissed and left. Then Eddie hit Kaz with the picture of Kowalski and the glass shattered, and the closing shot was Kazan laying on the ground with the broken photo around him. The next match happened between Sonata versus Jake Something, and the result of this match was Sonata defeated Jake Something by pinfall after hitting the deadfall finishing move, and Sonata and Jake shook hands after the match. Then we saw a match between Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin and Kushida and Josh Alexander versus Moose and Brian Myers and Leo Rush and Bully Ray, and the result of this match was Bully Ray, Brian Myers, Moose, and Leo Rush won the match by pinfall when Steve Maclin attacks Alexander from behind, and the referees ultimately restore order and get Maclin out of there, but Shelley and Alexander end up arguing in the ring, and Shelley tells Alexander to take this one, and Alexander turns right into a spear by Moose. Then a promo for Jordynne Grace airs. Her return is confirmed for Impact's Victory Road event on September 8th in White Plains. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Trinity versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Impact Knockouts Championship, and the result of this match was Trinity defeated Deonna Purrazzo by submission to retain the title when Deonna blocked, so Trinity hit a front flip DDT for 2, and Trinity hits Code Red, then rolls through and makes Deonna tap out. Post-match, Gail Kim raised Trinity's hand in the air, and then Impact announced that Will Ospreay will return to Impact for Bound for Glory, and the show goes off the air.